The guillotine. Now, we were guillotined here last night, I think about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Procedure.
The guillotine division on House of Lords business. On November the 1st, on report stage, I understand it was first day on report. Perhaps I should explain one thing to members who have not been members of the other House. In this House, all amendments tabled can be debated. In the House of Commons, that's not the case. One of the great joys of being a member of this House is that you do know that all amendments, when the House is working properly, it's not working properly at the moment, in my view anyhow, because of the fact that the government are insisting ramming through this legislation, which we're having to do with some detail. But in this House, all amendments technically can be debated. In the Commons, certainly.
Dearly he appreciates that right. Does he realise that that right was lost in another place at the end of the 19th century by gross abuse of the freedoms of that house by the Fenians? Does he got the lessons from that?
I think he actually got the century wrong. It was the 20th century. Was it the 20th century he's referring to?
Sorry, it was the 19th century. Go to the library.
On that, would my noble friend say this? Did he construe that intervention by the noble Lord McNally as a threat?
No threat. But I've spent all my political life learning the lessons of history. Whichever party I've been in.
Well, I thought that he was referring to the introduction or the greater use of the guillotine, which was introduced, and if I might say, if I'd have been a member of the House of Commons at the time, I would have voted against. Because I very strongly believe that you cannot proceed with the handling of legislation if you insist on guillotining it. But of course the problem with this particular bill is it's a highly political bill. Now let me just go back to the question of what happened in the House of Commons.